Welcome back to Vidhammer. I am starting my own campaign run-through of Gloomhaven, since our regular group is playing on the times that we don't actually play D&D because everybody can't make it there. So it's unsure as to how much we'll be able to play and when. I really like the game and want to play it more, and I'm playing it in solo mode, or have been for a while. And I decided to start the campaign over again so I can actually show it to everyone. I'm going to be starting with the two characters that I started with when I started playing solo mode. I didn't get to a point to where I could retire any characters or do anything, really cool. But I think I've ironed out a lot of the difficulties that I had in trying to manage everything that's going on in a one-player game and try to do it and not make any mistakes. So here is this first scenario of this run-through. I'm taking the Inox Brute, which I've named Nargle, and the Mindthief, which I've named Scrunch, my two buddies that are up on the board, the little paper drawings that I made a long time ago. For the Mindthief on this side, I'm giving him the Cloak of Invisibility and the Minor Stamina Potion. His long-term goal is Greed is Good, so he needs to get 200 gold, have 200 gold in his possession to get through that one. And as far as his cards go, I'm throwing Scurry out in favor of Frigid Apparition. I've had a lot of success with this card so far. So that is his setup. For the Inox Brute, I've taken the Heater Shield and Hide Armor, which means I have to put 2 -1s into my deck, and that'll be, a nuisance, of course. Hopefully the first perk that I get for him, I'll take the one that negates any negative item effects, because I plan on having him wear some good armor as the game goes on. For the cards for the Inox, I'm getting rid of Sweeping Blow, which is nice when there's a lot of monsters on the board, but in a two-player game I don't find it all that useful. And I'm also getting rid of Overwhelming Assault in lieu of Skewer, which is pretty nice, and it's another card that has Pierce on it, which is hard to come by for a lot of things, and Wall of Doom, which also helps to get through those things that have really high defense. You just stand there, let them hit you, and you just automatically take damage. So that is their setup. His long-term goal is Seeker of Zorn, I suppose is how you call it, is how you say that. And you have to complete 3 crypt scenarios, and you unlocked a new scenario, and you follow it until it's done. So that is our setup for the party, which I have called Insomnia Solutions Incorporated, since this is what I'm going to do basically when I can't sleep. I'm just going to come in here and play this. And we will be heading into the Black Barrow, which I've already done a couple of times, but hey, it's starting a brand new campaign, got to start from somewhere. But we've already spent our money, bought ourselves our items, so let's do a city event. City event number 7. Occasionally your dealings in town lead you past the bustling docks. All conversation gets drowned out by the constant din of loading and unloading cargo and crew. This makes it all the more surprising when you hear a voice above the noise directed straight at you. Oi! You with the hard looks and big arms. Must be talking about the Inox. Must be talking about you, buddy. I desperately need some help over here. Spare a few minutes to help make sure I get out of the port on time? Otherwise, I'll be stuck here until tomorrow. That's where Scrunch says, "Looks like you're stuck, buddy," and starts to walk off, and the Inox is like, I could help out. I got big arms. I do stuff. All right, he'll help out. Basically, Nargle's going to help out here. Option A. What was advertised as a few minutes turns out to be an hour or two as you lug large crates full of some foul-smelling liquid from a nearby warehouse in the hold of the ship. At least the captain is relieved that he'll be able to set sail on time, though. He gratefully pays you, but you can't help but think that such menial labor might be beneath you. We gain 5 gold each, even for Scrunch, who was probably busy smelling most of the crates most of the time. If our reputation was greater than 9, we would lose reputation for such a menial task. Reputation was lower than -4, we'd gain 1. So all we do is we get 5 gold each. Sweet. We'll just mark down a quick little +5 gold. Hey, you got 5 gold, dude. And so did you. Scrunch got it for just sitting around watching Nargle do all the work. So we got ourselves a little extra money, but it's not enough to buy anything, so we will head ourselves out. Ooh, I need to keep track of that. What just happened was the removal of card number 7. City event number 7, and that's gone, or is it back down? No, that's gone. City event number 7 is toast. Now let's go do a little road event as we travel out on our way to the Black Barrow. Never mind those cards, we'll just put them on top. That'll take care of them. Number 5, road event number 5. You're traveling through a small wooded area when you round a bend and find a group of Inox warriors fighting a band of armored humans. Looks like, put me in, coach, I can do this. With all the commotion, it's hard to discern more details, but the humans look like guards from Gloomhaven. You are not sure why they would be here fighting the Inox, though. So we can help the Inox fight off the human, or help the humans fight off the Inox. Well, Nargle is an Inox, so I think he wants to get in on the side of the Inox, fight off the humans. Let's go for it. Okay, help the Inox fight off the humans. Option A. And, fearing the battle could go either way, you charge into the fray, laying low the human attackers. Wacha! When the dust settles, the Inox offer a skeptical thanks. Humans think they own all this land, one of the Inox says as he spits on the ground. We thank you for helping us with this nuisance. Allow us to bless you with a gift. Gain 1 collective necklace of teeth. I think Nargle should get that. He's the one who went in and beat up all the other stuff. So gain 1 collective necklace of teeth, item 106. Let's check it out. Necklace of teeth. Anytime you kill an enemy during your turn, perform a heal oneself action. Heck yeah! He's slapping that sucker on. Got some other items here from the other campaign that we are running, so we'll just steal a little sleeve off of that one and put on a necklace of teeth. Good job, buddy. Well done. All right. I assume that card is gone. Yes, it is. Road event number 5 is out. But we got us a necklace made out of human teeth. Teeth of human guards. Nargle bashed out of their head. Yeah, nice. Nice. Good job. Here's our Gloomhaven intro. Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you and the sleeping lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well, it seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him, just bring back what is mine. Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location out of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls. So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place. So next up is into the Black Barrow, which is right in front of us. Let's go ahead and do the introduction here. The hill is easy enough to find, a short journey past the new market gate, and you see it jutting out on the edge of the corpsewood, looking like a rat under a rug. Scrunch doesn't like it when people make fun of rats. He just doesn't. Moving closer, you see the mound is formed from the black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below. Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. What exactly does death smell like? I guess I've never smelled it before. Maybe it's unmistakable, I guess. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of cutthroats who don't seem to have taken very kindly to your sudden appearance. One in the back matches the description of your quarry. Aha. Take care of these unfortunates, he says, backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down the hallway and through the door to his left. Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand-deliver their valuables to us, grins one of the larger bandits, unsheathing a rusty blade. We'll be killing you now. Joke's on them. If you had any valuables, you probably wouldn't be down here in the first place. And if they looked at your necklace, they'd see that it was made out of guard teeth. Just saying. And since we're starting our scenario, we are going to get ourselves our little perk cards going on here. Quick shuffle, and hopefully nothing too nasty. Of course, you gotta like it though when those double perk cards come up and you're just like, oh, it's so tempting, but some of them can be really tough. Either Workhorse or Explorer for gaining 13 or revealing a room tile by opening a door on your turn during the scenario. Explorer would be pretty easy, especially in a solo campaign, since I know when things are going to happen. Explorer is pretty much a given. Workhorse, I don't know if I'll actually be able to get 13 experience out of it, so I think we're just going to go with Explorer for Nargle, or for Scrunch, that is, for Scrunch the Mindthief. We've got either Executioner, kill an undamaged monster with a single attack during the scenario, which not going to be entirely easy at this point, since playing in solo mode means I increase the difficulty by 1, and I increase trap damage by 1 as well. Normally I'd be playing like at level 1. Since I have level 1 characters, the average is level 1 cut in half, which is 0.5, and then rounded up to 1, so you'd be playing on level 1. But since you're playing solo mode and you have exact knowledge of what each character is going to do, I'm going to be playing at level 2, and trap damage, instead of being 3 trap damage per trap, it's going to be 4 trap damage per trap that's out there. And I still have a gold conversion of 6, or a gold conversion of 2, excuse me, and then 6 bonus experience if you succeed. So either your current hit point value must be equal to less than 2 at the end of the scenario, or you kill an undamaged monster. I think Masochist might be easier. I find it easier to mitigate what your hit point value is, especially in the late game when you get down to where there's only one enemy left, because you can just decide, oh, I'll just short rest, and whatever card I bring out, I'll discard it and lose another health. So you can kind of keep your health low, and then when you get hit, just discard a card just in that last, 1, possibly 2 turns to kill the final monster. So we're going to take Masochist for Nargle instead of Executioner. We'll get those out of the way and we'll get this sucker started. Let's play. I'm getting bored watching me talk all the time. Alright, so for this first round, I'm gonna wait for them to come to me. Since Scrunch has really fast initiatives normally, I don't want him to go first. I'm going to try to let the Brute go first and basically shield and retaliate, so if they move up and attack me, they'll take damage from it. And hopefully with the extra shield and the heater shield and the hide armor, I'll be able to withstand the barrage, and then Scrunch can come in afterwards and try to do some damage on one of the guys, and next round we'll start with some disarm and stun type stuff to hopefully make it so we don't take any damage next turn. But we'll see. They decide to... Guards did the same exact thing that I did. Shield and retaliate for 2. So... that's nice. I guess we have to look at some things differently, but they're doing it at 15, so am I, but ties go to the players, so I get to go first. So I could just move 2 and attack 2. I'm going to get retaliated for 2 if I do that, but I mean I'm losing my stuff here, and I need to start putting some damage on people. So I guess we'll try to take off one of the guards. At least get some damage on it. Damage on number 5, I guess. So we will move for 2, and then attack for 2, which is a miss. Very first combat card drawn. That does not bode particularly well for the entire campaign, right there. Okay, but I didn't attack, so they're not going to get to retaliate. At least I believe that is how that works. If I don't actually succeed at attacking, then just nothing happens. Everything else associated with the attack doesn't occur, which the retaliate would happen in the result of an attack, and there's no attack. So over to the guards. The guards now shield and retaliate too, so I guess I wouldn't have had to worry about that anyway because that had not activated yet. But over to our dude Scrunch, who's gonna jump for 4. We'll jump over here. Actually, he'll jump like 1, 2, 3 over the top of Nargle. Does a pirouette, that's his patented move, and then just do an attack of 2 and see how he does. +2, that's an attack of 4, but they're shielded now, so it's an attack of 3, and they are retaliating now, so he will get hit for 2 damage. Dook, dook. Alright. We'll go to the next turn, we'll shuffle that up, and we'll see what else I can screw up. Alright, turn 2. So we're going to go considerably faster this round and try to do some decent amount of damage. The guards are moving +0, attack +0. Which is going to put Scrunch up first. Scrunch is going to try to stun the elite, who is at range 2, so we're using the bottom of that one. Whoops, not that. Doop, +0. It's going to do 1 damage. He has a shield of 1, so it's not going to do any damage, but it's still an attack, so he's still going to get stunned. Stun number 3. We're going to gain some blue on the board, which is going to be needed for next turn, and we gain experience. Yay! For the other side, we're going to attack the guys right in front of us. Attack 2, push 3. +1, so we're going to do 3 damage to number 5, which actually is going to be enough to kill it. Buff. So he is down. We gain experience for that. He's not alive for us to push, otherwise we would have pushed him away. He still could have made it back to us, but that was the intention, just in case he's not going to move that much. Which moves us over to our big dude. He's going to use his bottom to add +1 attack to all attacks this round. And then he's going to skewer the other 2 guys in front of him. So he's got an attack. Oh, I didn't use my move last time to get that to help out with things, but oh well. So he has an attack of 3 going against the elite in front. -1 is an attack of 2. He has a shield of 1, so he only hits him for 1. And for the but he has +1 to all of his attacks this round. Dook. And then he attacks the next guy, which is 3 +1, which is going to be 4. -1, which is 3. So he will take 3 to number 1. Dook. And again, experience. And that's up for our turn. Over to them. The elite goes first, but he's stunned, so the stun is lost. Then the other guy is going to move a +0, so he will try to get... He's 2 away from Nargle. He'll try to get to Nargle. So we'll have him go here. So he's either going there or there, and I would make the choice. I'll choose to put him there, because he's on top of the coin. We kill him. We got 2 coins on top of each other. Attacks +0. Oh, on Nargle's turn, I wanted to activate this. So that should be on. I will try to remember to do those when I intend to do them. But he's got an attack of 0, the attack +0, so it's an attack of 3. +2 is 5. We'll use the heater shield to block 1, making it 4. The hide armor will trigger and make that 3. So we're down 3 from 10, he's down to 7. Okay, and we're over to the next turn. Alright, turn 3 is up, and the guards are going to go 55, strengthen themselves afterward, which puts Scrunch up first, and he kind of wants to heal himself, but because the blue is out, which should have gone to waning at the start of this turn, he's going to hop over, move 2, go over Nargle, and heal himself for 2 to get himself back to full. Then he's going to use that blue to do an attack 3 with a stun on the elite. Attack 3, plus 1 is an attack of 4, but he has a shield 1, so we're going to do 3 damage, and we're going to stun him, and we're going to get experience. 3 damage and a stun. Speed. So he's down 5 actually right now, not doing too bad. And now we're over to Nargle, who's going to do an attack to both of them and see how this works out. The elite first, this is an attack of 3, plus 1 attack of 4. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 3. And puts it down 8. The other guy, again, attack of 3, minus 1 is only 2. That's not enough to kill him. I was really hoping it would be. That way I could use my second half. I also get an experience for that. Need the bottom half of this to do an attack 2, which might have been able to finish off the bandit card. But as it is, we'll try to finish off number 1 since the other guy is stunned. Do an attack of 2, plus 1 is 3. That's enough to finish off number 1. And another coin down. Nice pack of coins right there. Then over to the guard's turn. There's only 1 elite, and he is stunned, so he doesn't get to do anything. We'll go to the next round. Start of the next round. From the last round, when Nargle did the killing blow on that guy, the Necklace of Teeth should have triggered and regained him 1 health, so I'm moving his health up by 1 again. And this round, let's see what cards are going to do. Cards are going to go at 15, move plus 0, attack plus 0, which means Nargle's going to go first at 10, and we're going to have him go ahead and do a Pierce Shot, which is Pierce 2 to negate that shield. It's an attack of 3, plus 1 is an attack of 4. No shield for the guard. That's enough to kill, enough for the bandit. That's enough to kill him off. And put another coin in his spot. That was that one. And for the bottom half, I think we'll just do a move. We'll move on top of that coin and pick it up. And since he did the killing blow, he also gains 1 health back. Necklace of Teeth, that is an awesome thing to have at the very beginning of the game. That's sweet. Then over to Scrunchy, who's going to go ahead and move 2 up here and pick up both of these coins, because greed is good. And he might as well move and then do a loot action, and when he loots, the dark will come out, but he can't really use it on anything yet. But I want to get in the habit of doing that. It's the end of that round. That will go to waning. I could try to do a long rest since I've got 2 cards left apiece. Basically 1 turn. I could pause, but really I'm already at like max health, and the hide armor I wouldn't get back because it's not completely used up. I would get back the heater shield, but I think we're just going through. I think we're just going through the door. Okay, I guess we're going to have the Brute go through the door first on a move 4. Luckily, I had both of their move 4 cards left over, so at least we can get some decent mobility out of it. He's going to take 1 step forward, and we will populate the room. He's got 3 moves left. Well, being as how I have 3 move left, and I have a card that is pushed 2, I'm just going to have some fun. And we're going to use our last 2 moves to come up here, even though I'm sure we'll be taking some damage from the guard and from the archer. Oh, we should have had, as soon as we expose this, we should be able to know what our archer and our guard are going to do in case we want to change our mind. Archer's going to move -1 attack +1. So Archer's going to move for 2 and then take a shot at 6 damage. Holy crud. Okay, we just gotta take it. And the guard will go at 35. So right after this, they'll both go before Scrunch goes. Move -1, attack +0 at a range of 2. So we're gonna be taking some damage. I might have to discard a card. But I think it's worth it in the long run, because by moving up, it enables Nargle to do an attack 3, push 2, and I could push this guy into both of the traps, which should kill him off in one shot. But we're going to do our attack of 3. He doesn't have any shield. Unless, of course, that happens. In which case, it's probably going to be ouch time right about now. Funk Soul Brother. Cards are next. They will try to get out of the disadvantage from having ranged attacks if they can. So, number 2 will go first. He's already at range, so he has an attack +0. -1 normally is 3, -1 is 2. That will trigger to give him 1 shield, so he'll be down 1. The next one will move back 1 and then do an attack of 3. +1 is an attack of 4, -1 is 3, so he'll be hit and taken down to 5. And then the Archer will go at 44. Move -1, attack +1. So move -1 is going to be 2 movement. Attack of 5 +1. Attack of 6. Okay, I don't have any cards in hand, which means I'm going to have to discard 2 of my discards. And then I'm going to have to short rest. So I'm going to have to get rid of 3 cards. Unless I want a long rest. I think there's any way Scrunch will be able to manage. So I'm going to discard Grab and Go and Wall of Doom to negate the damage from the Archer's attack, so it won't take any damage. And now it's time for Scrunch. Looking at things and realizing he really needs to long rest to get back his armor and his cards. So I think what we're going to do, instead of what we had planned, forcing an enemy to shoot another enemy, try to buy us time on next turn. We're going to move forward 2. And then I'm going to summon the Rat Swarm. Gains me 2 experience. And brings out a Rat Swarm. I'm going to summon him right there. And hopefully it'll stay alive long enough to soak up damage enough for the Brute to take a long rest next round. Now we'll have to take a short rest, but that card is gone and we need to get ourselves a summon on them. So there's our Rat Swarm. And yeah, it will not act on this turn, but it acts before Scrunch on all subsequent turns. For next round, we're going to have to do a short rest for the Mindthief. So we're going to lose a card at random. Just losing cards like crazy because we like it. Lose the heal card. That's the one that brings out the augment that allows me to heal myself. That's not that huge of a deal. Yep, I'm going to let that go. So that is gone, and for this round, Brute is going to long rest. He doesn't have a shield anymore. I'm going to make some choices. So I had some coin issues. I moved some things around because I made some mistakes. I think he is supposed to have 1 coin right now, and he's supposed to have 2. Anyway, I had forgotten to take the turn with my summon, so I'm going to remember it now. The summon has to go before me. So the summon will attack number 2, who's right there. An attack of 2. +1 is an attack of 3, and he's poisoned, but 3 damage is enough to kill guard number 2. So guard number 2 will die, and a coin will go in his place. Then I'll get my turn, and I'm going to use my loot card in order to move 2. I'm just going to move forward 1 and grab this. Then I'm going to do an attack of 2 on the guard. -1 is only an attack of 1, but it has push 3 and gain experience. I'm going to push him into this trap to take 4 damage, which means he will have taken 5 damage, and I'll push him into this trap and he will take 4 more damage, and he will die. So both those traps are gone, he is dead, and there's a coin right there. So, now over to the Bandit Archer. The Bandit Archer would attack me because I am closest, but since the summon is out, he will attack the summon. He has a move plus 0, so come forward 1. Then attack -1, so normally an attack of 5. -2 is only an attack of 3, so the summon takes 3 damage and is immobilized. Okay, Nargle is going to lose Shield Bash, but he's going to regain his other stuff. There's so many cards I just wanted to keep. It's just tough, really tough. So our next round, I'm going to try to have Nargle go up and disarm so we don't take any more stinking damage. Archer is going to move planet -1, attack +1 at 44. So Nargle's going to go first. He's going to move 3 on his jump. He'll go 1, 2, 3 over to here and pick up that coin. And that'll bring out this, which will be important for next round. And then we'll do an attack 2, disarm. Attack 2, -1 is only an attack of 1, but she is disarmed, which is the part that's important. So Bandit Archer is disarmed happily, and then we'll be over to the Archer themselves, which would move -1, so they are going to try to move away. So I guess that would be the... So that's all for the Archer. We're over to Scrunch's turn, where the Gnawing Horde will go first. It is immobilized, so it gets rid of the immobilized. It's still damaged though, it's just going to sit there, can't attack at range. So over to his turn, where we're going to just walk forward 1 space, and then do an attack of 2, +1 for each negative condition, but Bandit already had her turn, so no extra bonuses there. -1, so an attack of 1. Doot. There's that. And over the next turn. Alright, next round, Archer will be going at 29. Still not as fast as the rest of us. And hopefully she won't be able to do anything, because Nargle will be going first. The summon will go first, only has a move of 1, so we'll move forward 1. Then Nargle's going to go at 8 and try to do a close ranged, a melee ranged attack for 1, so he's going to be at disadvantage. -1. Okay, fine. The attack is a 0, but we're going to stun and gain experience and bring blue up. This also should be win. Important part was stunner, so she can't do any damage. The second part, we'll just do a attack, which will be an attack of 2, -1 is just an attack of 1. Slowly but surely, chipping away. Next up, over here, we need to get ourselves within the ability. We're to use that air up. We're going to move 1 to here, giving the summon a place to go next turn if they actually make it. And then we're going to use that to do an attack of 3 +1, so we do an attack of 4. -1 is an attack of 3, where we take 2 off and add 5. Slowly chipping away and gain experience. Over to the Archer's turn, but the Archer's stunned and can't do anything. And now we're over to the next round. We want 11 and 18, hopefully got enough damage to get it done. There's 32 for the Archer. So 11 up, the summon will go first. It's going to step forward and do an attack of 2. +1 is an attack of 3 and add poison. But being as how she's only at 6 health, 3 more is enough to take the archer down. And good kill. Okay. Good job, little dude. Thanks for being there for us. In which case, I'm going to move up and take that coin, because greed is good. And he still needs to open a door to get his explorer. So we're not going to go running through. Well, we can't, because we're actually going to use that action to heal for 2, which means we're not going to be moving at all. Since we're down to the bottom of cards, we're going to go ahead and use the next turn to long rest for both of them. The summon will move towards the closest non-open door. Right there. Then, end of round, they'll have to lose a card. He doesn't have anything to gain back and no health, but he will gain 2 health back, which is the important part. And let's lose some more cards. So we're ready to go for next turn. We got rid of our cards. Scrunch is going to go first and try to get the door open. In order to do it, he's got to use this card. In order to go first, he's got to use that one to get himself up there. So the summon would go first, but the summon can't open the door. It just sits there. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it does. And then Scrunchy goes 1, 2, 3. Open the door. He's got 1 move left. Kicking through the door, you'd find yourself face to face with the reason these bandits chose this particular hole to nest in. Animate bones, unholy abominations of necromantic power. Nothing more to do but lay them to rest, along with the remainder of this troublesome rabble. So I just opened the door with 1 move left. The archers are about to attack at +1. Yeah, the archers will be able to move up there and there, and be able to hit the summons, and be able to hit me. Man, that does not look good at all. Then Nargle's going to come in anyway and try to do his stuff. So, alright, we'll move in 1 more space, and then for my attack I won't do anything. I'll just sit here. I'm going to go ahead and have Scrunch use his invisibility cloak at this point. Since it's not going to go too well, he turns invisible, and I usually just throw one of these down to mark that's where he's at for this turn. Then we go over to Mr. Nargle, who jumps for 3. He will jump there. He's going to throw his dagger at range 3. He'll throw it at number 4, I suppose. Sure. Throw it at number 4, +0. 3 damage. He has a shield of 1, so he takes 2. Number 4 takes 2 damage. And we gain experience. Okay. And we're going to activate our hide armor since we're about to take a bucket of damage. Next up is the archers. They will move forward 2. So 1 will move there, and 1 will move there, I guess, technically. They're both going to fire at Nargle since Scrunch is invisible. Attacks of +1, so they each have an attack of 5. First one, an attack of 5, +1 is an attack of 6. Which, if I use that, brings it down to 5. It'll blink on the hide armor to take it down to 4, only 4 damage. That brings me down to 5. Second one will also do an attack, +1. Attack of 4, +1 is 5. That'll also hit off the hide armor, giving me 2 shield from here on out. That'll be a damage of 3. So I'll take 3. It puts me down to 2 health. Then the Living Bones. Living Bones, first one will step forward, and he'll attack me at an attack of 2. +1 is an attack of 3. I stop 2 and take 1, so he is now down to 1 health. It's not so good. Second Living Bones, can't really do anything with his move. So that's that, and we're over to the next round. Okay, I think I've got an attack plan. We'll see how it works out. Let's see what Archer's gonna do. Go at 29. That pretty much screwed up the plan. Wanted them to go after a bunch of stuff, and they're going 20 and healing themselves, so that kind of screwed up the plan too. Well, that's a lot of screwed up plan right there. Alright, let's see what we can do then. So I'm still invisible, but only until the end of this round, which I'm going first. So the summon will go first. It will move 1. Then we're going to attack at a range of 2 and try to stun this guy. It's an attack of 1, but he has a shield of 1, so we don't do any damage, but we stun him. We bring out the blue for next round and gain experience. So we've stunned number 4. Then we will attack 4 and attempt to disarm this archer back here, because this one would actually fire at Nargle and probably kill him. So, but the Living Bones is going to attack +0. He doesn't have anything left anymore, so I should have stunned the Living Bones in front, which would have been at disadvantage if it had happened. So, misses anyway. So, alright, he's not stunned, there's no stun at all. We're losing cards like crazy right here. Let's try to disarm this one. ×2, it's an attack of 4. ×2 is an attack of 8, which actually hits and kills that archer. At least that's one good thing. And it disarmed, and we gain 2 experience, and that card is lost. 2. We didn't have to worry about losing the blue and the experience on this, even though we missed. Still, the blue and the experience happens regardless. So that is his turn, which brings us to the Living Bones. Both of them are going to act. They're going to move -2. They're not going to move. They're going to attack, but they target 2 people. So they have an attack of 2. The first one going at Nargle, who is no longer invincible. Scrunch, excuse me. Going at Scrunch, an attack of 2, +0. He's hit for 2. The next attack goes to Nargle. It's 0. He has to discard a card. Oh, it's getting rough. It's getting rough. Then they heal for 2. The one in front isn't going to heal, but the one in back is going to heal and get rid of those 2. Then the archer is going to go. Archer's going to take a shot at Scrunch. Attack -1 ×2. 4 -1 is 3 ×2 is 6. I have to discard a card. And I'll discard that one. No longer invisible. Okay, so Archer went. I discard, so the attack does not happen. So I don't think I'm immobilized. I think the immobilized only happens if the attack happens, because it's really tough in these cases, because the font size is supposed to be what tells you. But I think Archer is gone, so it's over to Nargle's turn. Nargle is going to jump 4 and attack 2, targeting all enemies moved through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That deck is going to need to be reshuffled. That deck's going to need to be reshuffled. Gain 2 experience for that whole ordeal. This card will also be lost. But we have an attack 2 on all of them. So starting with the guy in front. This is an attack of 2, but he has a shield of 1, so he takes 1 damage. Number 4, attack -1, he will take no damage. And then on the archer, also -1, so The archer only takes 1 damage. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to do an attack 3 to both of those two. We don't have the pierce because that's not there, but we do get an experience. Attack on the archer, an attack of 3, plus 1 is an attack of 4. Take the 1 off, put 5 down. And then attack of 3 on the skeleton, which is a miss. Okay. And we're done with the round. Let's reshuffle all the decks. Okay, next round. Gotta get some stuff done. Gotta get it done fast. Archer is at 16. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Hopefully we'll have her disarmed. Living Bones at 20. That's not so good because they're gonna heal. And pretty sure they're gonna be taking his punk ass down. If he tries to heal himself, then he's just gonna lose stuff and attack 0. Okay, well let's do our stuff. First off, he's going to do his shot, an attack of 2, and try to disarm the archer. So attack 2, plus 1 is 3. And that's going to be enough to kill off the archer. What was I trying to disarm? I only had to do 1 damage. Puff. Bing. Okay, so this Living Bones only is going to go after, but has a move -2, so it's only going to move 1. So we could heal ourselves, but we could move back 1 space and he won't be able to get to us. So let's do that. Let's simply step back 1, since we also just killed someone, and that will trigger 1 more health to us. That's nice, at least. Okay, then we're over to the Living Bones. Living Bones 2 will try to attack me for an attack of 2, plus 0 is just an attack of 2. I'll just take 2. I'm not worried about that. The other Living Bones, well then that one will heal itself for 2. Get sick of that. The other Living Bones will take a step towards him and not make it. The archers are all dead, so we can get them out of the way. Yay. Next up will be Scrunch. The summons will go first. It will step 1, then do an attack of 2. Yep, an attack of 2 with poison, plus 0 is nothing. It's going to hit for 1, and some poison. Then we're over to his turn, where first he's going to do an attack of 3, plus that for stun. And an experience is an attack of 3, -1 is an attack of 2, but it's poisoned, that's 3, but it has a shield of 1, so it's only going to take 2 damage. And it's stunned. And again, experience. Then for the bottom part of that card, I'm going to go ahead and do this attack, which is just an attack of 1, but it's poisoned, so it's an attack of 2, -2 is 0. That sucks. Okay, but it's poisoned and it's stunned for next round, so hopefully the rat swarm might be able to kill it off, but I've got to lose a card. I got a short rest for both characters. Okay, we lost our cards. Living Bones are going to go at 25, which is after them, but not after them. But let's go here first. First thing that's going to happen is the summon is going to attack for 2. Plus 1 is 3, and they're poisoned, that's 4, so Living Bones number 2 is dead. Good job, Mr. Summon. Summoned rats really held up their end of the bargain this game. Then I've got my actual attack. I'm going to move forward 2 with this card. 1, 2. And then I'm going to bring this one out, which is plus 2 to all of my attacks from here on. It is also an attack of 1. I gain an experience. Got that 13 I was looking for. But it's an attack of 1, but it's plus 2, so attack of 3, plus 1 more is an attack of 4. He has a shield of 1, so he will take 3. Number 4 takes 3. And then the Living Bones are going to go. They're going to attack me. They do have 2 potential targets. So his move is plus 1, so he will move there and then attack both of us since they target 2 people. So he's going to attack me first. Attack -1. So it's an attack of 3. That is enough to kill me. I've got to discard a card. Man. Which means I'm going to be exhausted after this turn. All that money, all that lovely, lovely loot, and I cannot get any of it. Because I'm going to have one card in my hand and one card in my discard. Oh well. I lose that card. There's nothing else I can do. Should have just used that as 2 instead of bringing it out to attack. But hey, that's how it is. Living Bones is gone, so now we're over to this guy, who could attack 2 and attack 3. We could just double attack this guy and kill him. We won't get any of that, all of that money, everything that's out there, we won't get any of it. Okay, well, we go for trying to win. Let's do an attack of 3 plus 0. He's hit, so he'll take 2 damage, and he's already taken 3, so 5. That'll kill him off. Bulk. That guy dies. And you've got 1 move to pick up a coin. He'll step over there and pick up that coin and give his buddy a high 5 right before he's exhausted at the end of the round. So we succeed and leave a whole bunch of stuff on the table that we just couldn't get. We just got some really bad draws at the end there. Oh, heal 1 for my necklace of teeth. Donk. Okay, well, let's get our quick conclusion here and have our dudes head back to town. So with the last bandit dead, you take a moment to catch your breath and steel yourself against the visions of living remains ripping at your flesh. Your target is not among the dead, and you shudder to think what horrors still await you in the catacombs below. The Barrow Lair. Party achievement of the first steps. And all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and increase our things. Let's see. Complete. Yes. Treasure. Nope. He managed to get 4 coins. So he's going to be plus 8. His experience is 13 plus 6. So he's got 19 experience. 13 experience. Okay, not horrible. We'll take it and we'll move into the next scenario, because this is linked to the Barrow Lair, so we can go into the Barrow Lair without going back to town. We just go straight in. And since we don't have enough money to buy anything anyway, we're going through. All right, Barrow Lair. Stay tuned next time. Yeah, last turn of that game, the last kill that I got, the Necklace of Teeth, brought Nargle up to 3 health. And unfortunately, he had Masochist. You have to have 2 or fewer at the end of the scenario. Bite my ass.